Hi there, guys. Every time a president gets a medical exam, the headlines sound almost identical. The president is in excellent health. The president remains fully fit for duty. The president could probably outrun a marathon runner, a horse, and father time himself.
Wait, what?
Okay, maybe not that last one. But it raises a question. How much should we actually trust these reports? For example, last month President Trump got his medical exam. And according to the report, he's basically a 25-year-old Olympic athlete trapped in the body of a politician. And then you remember this image. And start seriously questioning reality. Because if this is considered fit, then I am rich and absolutely not covered in debts. Ha 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 ha. Did it work, honey?
No, dear. Maybe next time.
Damn it. Stupid ass NFT investments. I was promised millions. Anywho, back to the story. Every year the report comes out and the doctor always says the same thing. The president is in excellent health. Yeah, you. Only person with hair. What is your question?
Really? Excellent?
The best health. Some say the healthiest health we've ever seen.
If the president is that healthy, then what are these blue and purple bruises on his hands?
Yes. Yes, I see. I don't see color. Meanwhile, the rest of us go to the doctor and get a 6-page report. Your cholesterol is high, your blood pressure is weird, you need more sleep, and yeah, you're probably dying, but aren't we all? Here, take this expensive medicine. Ha, guys, this fool actually accepted it. Here's your bill, sir. You can pay by credit card or with your soul. Bro, I already sold my soul for the PlayStation 5. What are you even on about? Meanwhile, the president gets one paragraph. Patient is absolutely crushing it. May live forever. And have you noticed how vague these reports are? And let's be honest, they always get a great score on a test, right? It was said in the news about Trump's assessment that he scored 30 out of 30 on a cognitive test.
I'm an extremely stable genius. Okay.
Sounds great. But then you realize that you have absolutely no idea what the hell kind of tests they mean. Was it a memory exam? A neurological assessment? Or a shape game, like in kindergarten? Or did he correctly identify a picture of a banana? Let me get to my point. The issue isn't whether the medical exam is real. The issue is whether the public is getting the full picture. Here are some reasons why the medical exam could be considered a scam. First off, we only see what they choose to release. The public only sees what the president chooses to release. Presidents aren't legally required to publish their complete medical records. Just like everyone else, they have medical privacy rights. So, what we usually get is not a full report, instead it is a summary, approved by both the White House and the president.
And I approve this message.
Think about it this way. If your boss got to edit his own performance review before you read it, would you trust every word? Probably not. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if the conclusion of the review would be the same as the slogan on his coffee mug. Second point, the doctor has a conflict of interest. The president's doctor is in a complicated position. The physician to the president is chosen by the president and works inside the White House. So they're not just a doctor, they're also part of the president's team. That doesn't mean they're dishonest, but it does create an obvious conflict. Imagine hiring a personal trainer that is fully dependent on you for their income. And then you ask them, am I a fit person? You might as well ask them, should I fire you? there's a chance the answer will be a little generous and positive, otherwise you might fire them and cut off their main source of income. Then we go to our third point. History says to be skeptical. History does give people a reason to be skeptical. This isn't a Republican problem. It's not even a Democrat problem. It's a presidential problem. Historians have documented cases where serious health issues were minimized, hidden, or only revealed long after the president left office. Presidents such as Franklin Roosevelt and John Kennedy had major health concerns that the public knew little about at the time. Throughout his presidency, FDR made active efforts to conceal the extent of his paralysis. He primarily used the wheelchair in private, while relying on leg braces, crutches, and the arm of an aide, or one of his sons to stimulate standing and walking in public. And JFK suffered from several serious health conditions. He had Addison's disease, which caused fatigue, low blood pressure, and the tan complexion he became known for. He also dealt with severe chronic back pain, requiring multiple surgeries and a restrictive back brace. In addition, he experienced chronic gastrointestinal problems, including abdominal pain and diarrhea. And he also suffered from autoimmune disorders, which required ongoing hormone and steroid treatments. To function through the pain and maintain his public, youthful image, Kennedy took up to 10 to 12 medications a day. Kind of explains why JFK's presidential portrait looks so extremely fucking depressed. And in recent years, controversies have surrounded both Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Different presidents, same debate. How much are we really being told? That brings us to our fourth point. The reports are often vague. Many presidential reports are surprisingly vague. You rarely get the kind of detail you would expect when discussing the health of the most powerful person in the world. Instead, you often get broad statements like, "The president is in excellent health." Okay, compared to whom? A 25-year-old athlete? The previous president? Someone their age? What does excellent actually mean? They don't provide any context or specific details. It's just a hollow word. So, is the presidential medical exam a complete scam? Probably not. The examinations themselves are generally conducted by real doctors. But the public report isn't the same thing as full transparency. And that's the real issue. When it comes to presidential health, we are often asked to trust a carefully edited summary written by people who have every incentive to make the president look good. Maybe the bigger question isn't, is the president healthy? Maybe it's, why are we expected to take their word for it? This is a pretty cool mug. Oh, hi, you're still here. Since you're still watching, don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, that's fine. I can wait. Whoop whoop! That sounds like someone just subscribed.